Dads of wrestling. Today we are going to celebrate the wonderful dads in our wrestlers' lives, starting with the Usos. Did you know that the Usos and Solo Sikoa, that their dad is Rikishi? And did you know the new bloodline, Tama Tonga and Tongaloa, their dad is Haku? Haku is known backstage as the most legitimate tough guy in all of wrestling, and his kids are crazy. I love Tama Tonga. Tongaloa, though, the jury's still out on him. I haven't seen anything to impress him, but those are some bloodline dear old dads right there. Let's talk John Cena, though. John Cena's dad was a trooper, not in the world of wrestling, and yet not afraid to get his hands dirty or, well, get hands laid on him, because one time Edge and Lita came a-knocking, they invaded his home, and when he finally had enough, John Cena Sr. said, "Get out," and Edge slapped him across the face. That was a very good villain move, and really took the John Cena-Edge feud to the next level, and this was great, because Edge was in the process of getting over as a main event villain, and this is the kind of stuff you need to do as a main event villain. But that's not the only time John Cena's arch nemesis laid his hands on his dad. Well, actually, his foot, his boot, because Randy Orton actually did the Randy Orton punt into John Cena Sr.'s head, and that was, ooh, baby, I remember that. Ouch. Ouch. Yeah, John Cena wanted to murder Randy Orton after that. Now we all love Randy Orton, but we forget that this guy, Randy Orton, was punting dads and RKOing 80-year-old ladies before. And then there's another dad who got involved that was not a professional, and that is The Miz's dad. This one came out of left field. I remember The Miz's dad. That's where you get that meme of this guy going like this, and this is a very interesting story. And it was really cool because The Miz's dad just looks so not like The Miz. He probably wonders how The Miz got to where he is. I see The Miz's dad as this hard-working, 9-to-5, overtime, drinks coffee in the morning with a donut, regular Joe. His son is just in this crazy, wacky world, and he gets pulled in, and he was a trooper. He was a trooper during the Shane McMahon feud. You have Shane on the top rope, and he's about to jump onto The Miz, and his dad's like, no, you can't, don't do that. He gets in the way. He's trying to human shield The Miz. Shane McMahon, he gets off the ring ropes, says, come in the ring. And cool thing about this is The Miz's dad has said that he was never supposed to get in the ring. He was just told that Shane McMahon would kind of guide him. So he was told to go out there, protect The Miz, and at that point, follow the lead of Shane McMahon. And so he didn't know he was getting in the ring. And Shane was like, probably just caught up in the moment of the adrenaline, was like, get in the ring, come on, let's go. And then, so The Miz's dad, like a trooper, never told to do this, gets in the ring, he's following the lead of Shane, and that's when he puts his fists up, all on the spot. Great job, Miz's dad. And then he proceeds to get his butt kicked and actually gets a broken rib. Ouch. Miz's dad definitely deserves a happy Father's Day. Now let's go to a really bad dad of wrestling, Rey Mysterio. Yeah, hey, you know what? I know Rey Mysterio's a good guy and everything, and he's always been a babyface, but I mean, Dominic Mysterio says another story. Who am I to gaslight Dominic Mysterio? Dominic Mysterio says Rey was a deadbeat dad. I mean, I don't know. I mean, who do I believe? I mean, I want to say that I love Rey Mysterio as a good guy, but his own son has been giving us another story. Too bad Eddie Guerrero didn't win the Dominic custody match in the ladder match. So I cannot in good conscience wish Rey Mysterio happy Father's Day when Dominic Mysterio's his prison-hardened son is saying that otherwise. There's a lot of other dads in professional wrestling. Randy Orton's dad, Cowboy Bob Orton, definitely worthy of mentioning. He was even actually part of the feud with Undertaker when Randy was the Legend Killer. And then there's also, The Rock, his dad, Rocky Johnson. There's a lot of wrestlers who have wrestlers as dad, but I'm not going to be talking about everyone. I can't really focus on everyone. I'm just talking about a few here and there. So let's jump to AEW and talk about the greatest dad of all, Christian has a gimmick right now. It's the most specific gimmick I've ever seen, right? And yet one of the funniest. All Christian does is talks about everybody's dead dad, and your father is dead. Like, it's like shocking and hilarious at the same time. And then he just tells people how, and then he goes into how their dad's an alcoholic, just heart-wrenching. Oh my God, stuff that would never have flew in the 80s, 2000s. It's like, wow, and yet I laugh so hard when Christian does it, because Christian does it with a straight face. He's like, and your dad is dead. I'll be your daddy now. So wishing Christian a happy Father's Day, because some fathers aren't biological, they are chosen. You know, they choose to be a father, a stepfather, and that's what Christian is to all the AEW kids whose dad is dead, I guess. So happy Father's Day, Christian. Here's another one. Paul Bearer. He had an affair with Undertaker's mom, and then when Undertaker burned the house down because Kane was weak, he thought Kane was dead, and dear old dad swooped in, took Kane, locked him away from the world because Kane had psychological scars that he was completely burned. Paul Bearer then fed these psychological beliefs and told him he was, so Kane was ashamed to go out into public until Undertaker was ungrateful and wouldn't accept Paul Bearer back, so Paul Bearer then went and got his kid, Kane, Undertaker's half-brother, and let him loose onto the Undertaker. And so that is Paul Bearer as a dad. The wild times in the Attitude Era, let me tell you. And we'll wrap today's Father's Day video up with the Undisputed Champion, because if you didn't know, Cody Rhodes, his dad, it's the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. Did you know that? Did you know that Dusty Rhodes is Cody Rhodes' dad? Because if you didn't know that, just listen to any of Cody Rhodes' interviews. Any single, pick 5 random interviews, and you're probably going to get 5 mentions of Dusty Rhodes per interview, meaning you're getting 25 mentions. I'm just kidding. You know what? If Dusty was my dad, I'd mention him 100 times too. People like to rag on Cody about that, so I thought I'd just poke some fun. But no, for real, Cody's dad is Dusty Rhodes. You know, good. I'm glad that Cody finished the story and made Dusty proud. What a Father's Day for Dusty Rhodes, right? Unfortunately, Dusty has passed. All respect for Dusty Rhodes. He was an icon of the business, and I'm just fooling around with a lot of these things. Although The Miz and John Cena's dad, really much respect. That was like legit respect there. And guys, I just want to wish everybody out there a happy Father's Day, and I hope you enjoyed this. Are there any dads that I kind of missed? Any glaring omissions? You know what? There is a glaring omission. Vince McMahon, actually, and Shane McMahon. I ignored them on purpose, though, because the scandals that are going on with Vince McMahon at this time, if he ever gets cleared of these charges, and there's it's like a for real cleared of these charges, and he didn't just buy his way out of these charges, he'll be mentioned more on this channel. But as of right now, I'm just going to avoid Vince McMahon as the centerpiece of topics for the most part on this channel. So if there's any other dads that I missed, please put them in the comments below. You get a chance to win one of these belts for every comment you do on every new video. And at 10,000 subscribers, I give a belt away. You guys have a great day.